Hey everybody, welcome back to my slice of heaven. I'm Joey. Today is Saturday, September the 29th, and we're back here at the property at Foggy Ridge Farm. And today we're going to see if we can get this tractor started back here. As you can tell by all the weeds, it's been sitting there for a while. The last time we used it was mid to late October when we planted the trees up in the orchard, and you can see that video right here. We have not needed the tractor since then, and also we have not been coming here very much this year, just due to personal reasons. But today I'm going to try to trim the weeds out from around it, pull the tarp off the back end of it. It looks like the tarp's pretty much falling apart. I'm hoping it'll start right up, but I'm pretty sure we'll probably have to hook a battery charger up to the battery and let it charge for a while, but we'll see. So come along with me as, well, we'll see if we can get it running today. If it does, we might plant a few trees. Well guys, I think I said Saturday in the video. It's actually Sunday, September 29th. I just wanted to say, it seems like if we ever leave anything parked too long around here, it always gets bee nest in it and bees. So I got my eyes open around that tractor for bees. I don't want to be surprised at them when they, or surprised by them when they come out and bite me. Alright guys, as you've seen, I got it trimmed around the tractor a little bit. Now I'm going to take this tarp off, while all the same time keeping out for bugs and bees and snakes. Really, the biggest thing I'm watching out for is ticks. That's why I wanted to cut the grass down so I could walk around it. The ticks are really bad here. And I'm going to have to get a new tarp also. The tarp is pretty much falling apart. Going to go ahead and pull that tarp off now, but while I'm doing this, why don't you guys take time to leave a comment down below. Let me know if you think this thing's going to start right up or not. I have my fingers crossed, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Alright, well, I got the tarp off. I did not see any bee nest yet. But like I seen one yesterday, and I was just happened to be sitting next to it. Or working next to it, actually. It never bothered me. I never even noticed the bee nest until later on. I was like, whoa. And I was working that close to that thing. But, everything looks about like I left it. Don't see no bees, no snakes yet. Also don't see any problems, but I did leave the keys up in the truck, so I had to walk up and get those. And as I started pulling that tarp, it was very evident that it was dry rotted, so I just ripped it off of there. Let's go get the keys. Alright guys, so after I went and got the right key, I put it in and nothing. Doesn't make a noise or nothing. So we're going to try to charge up the battery, and hopefully that'll work. It's not turning over. So I'm thinking we charge the battery, but my battery charger is not working right. It'll charge for a second, then it shuts off. If I unclamp it and start it back up, battery charger starts going again, but then it shuts off. So I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. If you know why it might be doing that, let me know in the comments. I have no idea. I do have another battery in the shed. We're going to try to change this battery out. See if that works, and I'll let you know. Whoops. Drop the washer. Don't worry about it. Alright, here's another battery. This is a much smaller battery, but we'll see if it'll work anyway. Half-inch wrench or socket. And I just want to hook this battery charger up to this battery, see if it does the same thing the other battery did.
Sorry, that's longer than the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's already lasted longer than the other one. So I don't know why it's doing that to the other battery. I'm going to hop up here and see if it'll start with this battery hooked in it.
It's on.
I don't think it's the battery. As you can see, we're still not getting the tractor to turn over. Battery says it's at 50%, still charging. Maybe we'll just let it charge for a while and come back and check on it. If not, we'll have to look at something else. Go ahead, turn it off.
Go.
Alright guys, after several attempts to start this by the key, it was not starting. So I called a friend of mine that's around here and he told me to try to jump it from the solenoid. So he told me to jump it from the solenoid, and when I jumped it from the solenoid, the tractor did start. So it is not the battery, so I'm believing it's the ignition. So we had it running for a little bit and we noticed a pretty substantial gas leak coming from the carburetor. It looks like it's coming from the bolt behind the carburetor. I can't get a wrench back there, so I'm going to drop the carburetor a little bit and see if I can tighten that bolt up. But that's going to have to wait a minute because that's still pretty damn hot. Well, I forgot to show you guys, I took the other battery back out and put the original tractor battery back in. Now I'm just tightening it down. I did clean off the battery terminals and the post the best I could with what I had. Actually, I'll show you what I used. As soon as I can find them. I ended up using these cutters. I just used the blade part. So that's back on. That slides back in there. That's back together. Now I'm going to take off the carburetor. I'm not going to take it all the way off. I'm just going to loosen up enough so I can get a wrench back there and try to tighten up that one fitting. I got two bolts right here. They're 9/16, and that will lower the carburetor. So I can get to that line and tighten that fitting up. It looks like it's leaking from that fitting. It's still a little warm. Ow, it's still a little hot. Easy, give me 5/8 wrench. Alright, I don't know where you can see that, but this bolt right here is where that gas was leaking from. You know, 11/16 even. Won't need that one. That's too small. Give me the biggest millimeter you got then. This ain't gonna be big enough either. I can tell by looking at it. Oh. Give me that one on the ground. I know that's way too big. Yeah. Alright guys, I gotta go find the right wrench. I don't have one in my toolbox. Alright guys, I got it all back together. It's a lot of tedious work. I just didn't think you wanted to see it. Took the carburetor off. Probably pretty much a repeat of what I did last year. This hose back here, I believe that was what was leaking. It was loose. I tightened that. While I was doing that, one of the spark plug wires popped out of the boot. So I shoved that back in there. Getting the linkage hooked back up was a bitch, but oh, excuse my French, but it was hard, and it's back together now. Let's see if it'll start. And then turn the gas on. And we're going to dump it with a hammer. Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure the linkage is stuck somewhere, so I got to try to fix that again. So let me take another look at that.
Didn't get leakage into the thread off.
I forgot to turn the gas off. And that up there still looks dry, so I'm pretty sure that's where it was leaking from before. The leak that's leaking right now, I already knew it had a carburetor leak, but it only leaks when the tractor is not running. So now why ain't that moving? Alright, we're going to try it again. It's moving now, okay. Let's give it some gas. think that's going to be it for today. We had it started a couple times, but in the end it shut off and couldn't get it started again. I think there might be water in the gas, and I'm running out of daylight here and I just don't have time to work on it anymore. I got to head on back home. I did take out the ignition. I went up to the parts store to get a new ignition for it. They didn't have anything close to it. Charged up the battery again while we went up to the store. Did some other little stuff, but I just figured that would be a little too monotonous, or however you say that word. Keep turning the camera on and off and showing you all the little things I was doing. But I have a guy coming out tomorrow. He lives up the street here. He's done other work for me. He's going to come out and look at it, see if he can get it started before next weekend when I come back. And if it started next weekend, we'll plant some trees. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. And until next time, you all have a great day.